Shalom, shalom, Israel. This is back to the basics. Lord willing, through the Spirit, we can continue like the series on how I know I'm an Israelite through the scriptures. First and foremost, before we just hop into this, let's give all praise and glory to who deserves it before we bring out his word. Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Yahweh's being the most high God, and Yahweh Shai is who the world innately calls Jesus the Christ. Rakakwadash in the Paleo Hebrew is the Holy Spirit, and double honors to the apostles and the elders and the elder bishops of Great Millstone who've been ruling well through the Spirit and being sincere. Lord willing, the Most High continue to put it on their spirit to continue to push 100% of his doctrine and to endure. And mighty shalom to the hopeful elect that are scattered four corners of the earth, teaching his word and believing his word. Lord willing, to add on to your spirit that you continue to be sincere and endure. And a shalom to the wives, Salaki, the Akwathium that are married and single, that are believers of his word. Lord willing, you continue to pursue to be a loving and silent and virtuous wife. And Lord willing, the Most High have mercy on the other brothers and sisters that's not in the faith. So we're going to deal with just Deuteronomy 28, verse 54 to 56. This right here is a small example to prove that, we are the Israelites. This is from the internet. I had to search it. And this is Annie E. Cassie Foundation going into children in single parent families. This is 2015. So you see the green, you see the gray, you see the yellow, the black, the blue, and the purple. Not African American, but American Indians is 52%. Asians is 16%. African American, black is 66%. 42% is for the Latinos, 25% is for the white Caucasians, and 25% is for the children in immigrant families. So the black, Latinos, and natives have the most percentage when it comes to a single parent household. This right here, when you look at the top, you got countries with the highest percentage of single parent household. Of course, I'm in the United States, so you see 23% for two. This is going into nationalities. And you see 64% for black or African American. You see 52% for American Indians. And you see 42% for Hispanics and Latinos. Where's the other people? When we drop down, it says U.S. poverty rates for families of unmarried mothers of color. Native Americans is 43%. African Americans is 35%. Latinos is 34%. Non-Hispanic white, 26%. And Asians is 22%. So the U.S. poverty rates of families unmarried, natives is at the top, with African Americans second and Latinos third. The children of the Lord that accumulate the 12 tribes, what is the black, Latinos, and natives, when you break them down in their tribes, which are 12 tribes, when you look at this, we break the chart for single households, So let's just get into the main event, which is the precepts. So now, I would like, out of respect for all of y'all and myself, I'm going to read these three verses in the KJV, which is on the left side, and in the NLT, which is on the right side. And this is just for edification, especially for you new brothers and sisters that can't see in the spirit, to show that you are the children of Israel. And that's the first thing when you come in this truth. You must try to get the breakdown, the doctrine of Yahweh Shem Shai, so you could be able to prove all things when that time come, or when you studying, or when you trying to show your family. But Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 54 to 56 in the KJV on the left side, it says, so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil towards his brother, and towards the wife of his bosom, and towards the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. Right? And you can't tell me the black and Latinos and natives don't deal with this at a high rate, where a man, a Jake, Black, Latino, and Native will have an evil eye towards his brother. You walk down the street, most of us got to either put our head down. You can't look at Jake a certain way. You can't wear a certain thing because now you intimidating brothers, right? We have evil eyes towards our brothers. We can't just go outside and see every Jake. Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Yo, man, what's up? Like, you can't be in Jake face, you know? It's because we still have that evil towards one another. And we have an evil, we're evil towards our wives, right? But really, this is talking about ones in the world. So when we ain't serving Yahweh Shem Yahushai, we start to be evil towards our wives, just like our wives would be evil towards our husband. This is why you have baby mama drama, your woman putting you on child support. It's so many things, right? And of course, the father has an evil eye towards the remnant of his children. That's why he leaves them. You know, he wants kid, and then after I think something happened, and then he go deal with another girl, and now he don't care for the other kids. I mean, he don't care for his kids, and now he care more for these new kids. And hey, and I had moments where I would be with a girl, and because of the situation with my firstborn Akai, with his mother dead, every time I got around a woman that had kids, because I didn't get the opportunity with my son, I make sure I put all my effort in her children. And it's not to say I'm gonna put more love in these kids than my own. It's just I'm not the guy that deals with downtown and all of that. You know, when two people get in the bed and you have a kid, I'm ready to be a father, which is a leader and a discipliner. You know, so this is a curse onto us, right? And then even me being in the truth, I still have to have I gotta have visitation for my daughter seeing her mother. I can't hold my daughter from her mother on holidays, and I don't celebrate that. Then I gotta deal my firstborn. His mom don't let him call me. I can't teach him how I move. I can't teach him about the Lord because they in Christianity. And I gotta respect what she's saying, but she can't respect what I want. You know, and this is what this society is. You know, but really, verse 56 shows the character of a woman. This verse 54 is showing you the evil that a brother have towards his brother, his wife, and his children. So when you start coming to serve the Lord, you gotta start being a father to your kids, even being a father to fatherless kids, and loving your wife. The best way you love your wife is to dwell with her according to knowledge. If she don't want to go your way, you gotta put her aside, right? Reading verse 55, it says, so that he will not give to any of them of the flesh of his children, whom he shall eat, because he have nothing left. Because he have nothing left him in the siege, and in the straitness wherewith thy enemies shall distress thee in thy gates. The tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set her soles of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness. When you go to Titus, it tells you that women are teaching other women to be keepers at home. You know, the tender, delicate woman, because she's supposed to be tender and delicate, right? Because the woman was made for a man, and she should be tender and delicate, not looking like a damn whore slut bucket, right? But tender and delicate woman, which would not adventure, you know, she's not thinking about a fun adventure outside the house, right? So she didn't even want to set her soles on the ground. Right? That's real delicateness and tenderness. Your husband come home, he happier than a camper. Now look at us in this society where women want to be outside. And some women, oh, my nigga got me mad, I'm outside where the niggas is at. Some women is wearing provocative things and they got a whole dude. And they want you to respect how they look. But really, a lot of women still want attention from men. And they want to be able to say, hey, nah, I got a man. That get women fired up when they know that another man want them, that man want them, boom, 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 boom. But they still want their man, but let their man fuck up. It's easy for them to go, you know, find something because how they present themselves, you know. But our women don't want to be in the house. Most of them. But through the spirit, some women that's coming back to Yahweh Shem Shai, and it's some women that's not serving the Lord that got that old soul of being keepers at home. Right? So after the delicateness and tenderness, it says her eye shall be evil towards the husband of her bosom, and towards her son and towards her daughter. Right? She ain't gonna even want to cook them. She ain't gonna want to ever get loose, you know what I'm saying? Do her due diligence for her husband. The excitement for him, but she'll do more excitement for a new nigga. Most women got an evil eye towards their man because they like, man, I want $400 for a Berkey. And that man say, look, I'm not about to drop no bread for no Berkey, but shoot, I'll buy you a dress. You know, we in a society where if you don't get what a woman wants, she'll just kick you to the curb. You know? And then even more, some women want to have a babysitter. It's Friday, Saturday. I got all these damn kids. It's a lady last week. She wanted to go on this, what is it, a Cancun, or she wanted to go on a cruise. She left 2 of her young children at home by themselves. That's what it said in the article. She left 2 of her kids at home just so she can get on a cruise. But for somehow, either a neighbor or whatever, somebody found out she had those kids at home unattended, and I think they either came and got her from where she was at, or they was waiting for her to get home. One of the two, she did get arrested. Now that's a woman that have an evil, that's evil towards her children, right? That you're putting your children in a situation that they can't defend for themselves. They can't provide for themselves. They can't cook, can't eat, and most of our kids are just gonna sit there, you know. But reading the NLT, which is on the right side, starting at 54 again, it says, "The most tender-hearted man among you will have no compassion for his own brother." Right, and that's like the love of many will wax cold. His beloved wife and his surviving children. He will refuse to share with them the flesh he is devouring, the flesh of one of his own children, because he has nothing else to eat during the siege and the terrible distress that your enemy will afflict on all your towns, right? Because that right there happened in our past, but even in the future, this is going to happen in Babylon, where it become a famine of food. Go watch the TV show The 100. Go watch, what is it? You got Lead the World Behind. You got I Am Legend. You got Resident Evil. You got Dawn of the Dead. And just watch how people act when it's a shortage or something. Look, when COVID came, everybody was going hard for damn near tissue. Go look at Black Friday. How people go for Black Friday deals. Going in the store, you're gonna get your ass whooped or jumped, right? But this just showed that that this man was eating his child, right? Salaki. I don't know why I did that. Salaki. Let's get back to that again, right? What he said? He said, and he will refuse to share with them the flesh he is devouring. This man had so much of a evil towards his whole family that now he devouring the flesh of one of his own children, and he don't want to share it with them. Now, it's just crazy. The Lord destroyed us so low that we're eating our children. And this is what I'm saying. This is a double whammy. Any parent that's not trying to teach their kids who they are through the spirit, you are symbolic to a man and a woman in these verses that don't regard their children, and you'll be willing to eat them. Because if you're not teaching them where Christmas come from, Easter and Valentine's, you are symbolic somebody, instead of feeding your children, like it says in St. John 21, you know, he told Peter, feed my sheep, feed my lamb, feed his flock. You know, we supposed to feed our children, but instead of feeding our children, you feeding yourself off your children. Whoo! Wow, that's fire. And look in this society. It's other ways we feed off of our children. Women put you on child support, and most of that money is not even for them damn kids. Oh, babe, I need this, and you drop them $400, and they going to get their damn nails done. You know? I'm sorry, y'all. I had to get in there. I had to say that. So the flesh of his own children, because he has nothing else to eat during the siege and the terrible distress that your enemy will afflict on all your towns. The most tender and delicate woman among you, so delicate she would not so much as touch the ground with her foot, will be selfish towards the husband she loves and towards her own son and daughter. If she's selfish to her husband, she don't really love him. She could be selfish with time, spiritual, mental, physical, and financial. Right? When you look at Proverbs 31, don't give your strength to a woman. Now a woman could be selfish. I'm not about to go. You about to go do all of this. So now she don't even feel like she got to build her own house. Women just think that men are only supposed to work. It don't say that, bro. If we go in Genesis, a woman is a helpmeet. Look at us in 2024. You got bills and rent and all this other stuff. Her being a helpmeet will help, yes, with the kids, cleaning the house and all that other stuff. But if she got the time and the space, right, especially if she had a babysitter or a kid is older and she can get away, or if it's another wife in the house, you can get your ass up and go work. That's why a lot of women that scream Proverbs 31, most Proverbs 31 is providing. They're trying to make sure the burden is light on their husband. Really, when a man get a wife, he has to make sure she got food and clothes, right? But even in the same society that we have here, it could be moments where both a husband and a wife might agree. Sirach 25:1. The Lord loves that. So the wife can be like, look, I'll pay the insurance. Can you pay the light and the gas? Y'all can work on that. Or if it's just the man, look, whatever you need, I'm going to drop it. But I'm going to make sure that the car insurance, the car note, and the rent, all of that is taken care of. I got you on that. But the other stuff you can do. Sometimes a man might not even say that. A real motivating woman is going to be a helpmeet. She's going to make it easier. But a man's job is never done because, of course, outside of finance, a man has to dwell with his wife according to knowledge. And a wife can't do that. She can't help that man with that. And this is where we have to be the opposite of Adam and put our foot down. But outside of that, I read 2 translations, the KJV and the New Living Translation. Lord willing, y'all can get this right here. And if you can't see the Black Latinos in this, I don't know what's going on. This is a very easy scripture. When you look at all these other nations, we see Russians, United Kingdom. None of them is really near us, because they got all these countries up here, and then at the bottom they're talking about the single parent household, and they only got Black or African American, American Indian, Hispanic, and Latino. Where's the other people? Because these is the main people that have single parent household. Yes, there's other nations that do too, but majority in the whole world, to fit that curse, we would have to fulfill the statistics for that. You have to, But again, Lord willing, this was edifying, to whoever this pertains to. Until next time, shalom, shalom, Kwame Yeshua.